We are live. Welcome back to another edition of your Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always with my brother Tim. And today we got some college basketball. It's rivalry week in college football. We got three good games we're going to be going over for that. Then we get some NBA and we get some NHL. So overall, it looks like a pretty good slate of games for today. But before we get into what happened, or go into today's slate, before we get into the games that are happening today, I'm going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right, what went wrong. And looking at yesterday here, I'm getting up my results from yesterday. Finished down around 3.5 units because we had a couple of things not go our way, but it is what it is. I'll start it off in the NHL, where I went 5-4, did finish up a decent amount. Wild money line, the first time I bet the Wild all year. Cash is minus 126. They slightly edged out the Winnipeg Jets 7-1.
I fixed the echo, by the way. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize my mic was not muted.
Good job, Tim.
Yep. Thank you.
The under in Carolina and Philadelphia was not good at all. That was done, I think, in the second period. Washington got the job done, a 4-3 win over the Florida Panthers. Over in that Buffalo Montreal game, I thought that was set up perfectly to be an over. Nope, 4-1 final in that game. Columbus on the puck line, plus 165, cash it. They get an empty net goal and beat the Vancouver Canucks 4-2. Puck line for the Tampa Bay Lightning, plus 127. I cashed that one as well. And I did not, and then I went, I believe, 0-3 between the Colorado game and the Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh, 1-0 win over the Bridgeport Islanders. And they had an empty net for a good 2 minutes at the end of the game, and didn't even look like they wanted to shoot at the empty net. That was a very frustrating end to the game there. Could have gone with Pittsburgh in regulation or Pittsburgh money line and been fine, but I got greedy. Colorado puck line, they just didn't show up, and the over didn't cash either. Colorado put up 1 goal yesterday. A team that's been scoring in bunches finally realized that their main player's out. And then by some miracle, I cashed the under 6 between Toronto and San Jose. No goals scored in the third period. Under 6 gets the cash there. In the NBA, I did what I do best. I went 3-3 down the juice. I don't know what it is, but whenever I play NBA, it's always an equal 500 record down a little juice. The under in the New York Knicks game, wow, what a sweat. Under 216, finished 215. Yep. Under 223.5 in Charlotte and Minnesota. Not even close. The Thunder came through and cashed another ticket for me. They've been cashing some tickets here with this Oklahoma City team. Plus the 8 gets the job done. Only loses by 2. Denver plus the 3.5. I took a shot with a home dog there. It is what it is. Golden State continues to be Golden State. They beat the Blazers 118-103. Get the job done. Cash them on a 6.5 there. Do you want to get into this LA Sacramento game? That was frustrating.
I'll talk about that one.
I'll let you talk about that one. I'll let you break down all the college basketball.
Yeah, we'll go quick run through of exactly what happened on ESB for the picks and parlays side of it. We went 18-21 yesterday. So it wasn't necessarily a pretty day. As Nick mentioned, his 5-4 hockey day. That's fine. 1-4 college football. Struggles continue. Only winner was UAB. Thank you, guys. We appreciate that one. Eastern Michigan plus 9. Boise State, New Mexico, and ECU. Screw you guys. Just didn't work out. Didn't cover the spreads. Nothing. And it was on last-minute stuff, and it kind of was just frustrating for the most part on those. Go over the college basketball slate. Go over our losers first. The under in the Duke Gonzaga game was way wrong. We trust our numbers. We go with the numbers, and that's where it was leading us. We bet it. It happens. We move on. We lost on the first game of the day. That was the over between Georgia Southern and Georgia Tech. It ended up finishing at a 120. We had over 133. Did not work out. Florida A&M and UC Riverside, we had the over 125.5. Did not work out there. Oklahoma State went to overtime. Whenever we bet Oklahoma State in college basketball, they either lose straight up as big favorites or they don't cover. So I'm not sure about that team anymore. Florida Gulf Coast minus 12.5, loser. The under in the Eastern Kentucky West Virginia game, loser. The under in that Moorhead game, or over in the Moorhead game, loser. And the over in the Arkansas Pine Bluff game, loser. For our winners, we had the SEMO Incarnate Word over. That was a winner. We had Charlotte Southern, Charleston Southern, and Clemson over. That one cashed. Tennessee and Tennessee Tech over. That one cashed. Portland plus the 6.5. DePaul minus 6. The over in the DePaul game. So the Florida Gulf Coast game going over. Arkansas, Little Rock, and Tulsa over. Portland and Montana State under. And then the over 130 in Montana and Southern Miss. So we end up going 10-8. Another profitable day in college basketball. We are now 138-98, up 30 units to start the year. Cannot complain about that one at all. Now to the NBA. Start off with the losers. Minnesota Charlotte went way over. We had the under. Memphis. What the heck? This Atlanta team is garbage on the road, and you go and just let them just whoop you? That was awful. Boston. Boston. You guys were down like 20-something, and then caught back up. We're leading in the fourth quarter, and then blew it. I had a -3. Did not work out. We'll go over that Laker game in just a second. Let's go over the winners in the NBA. Phoenix and New York, under 216.5. Cash that one. Indiana Pacers. I liked them yesterday, -3.5. Cash that. And Golden State, -6.5. Cash that. Lakers and the Kings. That one was probably the most frustrating game of the year so far in the NBA for me. It was at 100. It was a dead under. Not even close. I marked it a winner, and I was going to bed. And I checked my phone a little bit later. Overtime. Okay, it's 100, whatever. That's whatever. Overtime, that's fine. They'll get it done. There's no way that they score more than 25 points in one overtime. 112, double overtime. Well, there's my loser. Goes into double overtime. Goes into triple. Dude, that was so frustrating. A game that I had as a winner that was just... It was a deadbolt under, and it ended up finishing 141-137 because of triple overtime. Yeah, screw the Lakers, screw the Kings. You guys both suck. That cost me my winning day in the NBA. I finished 3-4. So that was my frustrations from yesterday. We'll go ahead and get to the chat, and then and then go and start on today's slate. Sorry, a little bit of rant in the beginning. Suppness. Yes, I know. I fixed the echo. Give me a winning play. We might. Morning, guys. Morning, Chanel. 76ers -4. I did look at that. We'll get to the NBA in a little bit. Good morning to you guys. Good morning, Tiffany. Indiana in college basketball, yes. I will say we are already on Indiana -11.5. Good morning, Twins. Let's get it today. Let's get it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Sorry, smash the like button. There you go. Should we say, Nick, we start off in the realms of college basketball? We got 2 free plays for them.
Yeah, why not? Let's start it off a little college basketball here. And we had a little matchup here. The AFA are at Idaho State in this one here. That's right. I'm reading AFA first there. Idaho State at Air Force in here. Bengals taking on the Falcons. Falcons 3.5-point home favorites in this game with a total of 122. Where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, I went after the over. I know it's a 122 is a very, very low total. And that might be people might just look at this one. Oh, it's that low. Might as well just no. I'm going to go over. I have this one lined around a 129. It's just all about value, numbers and value. That's what we try to go with when it comes to college basketball. And I see this one as 129. It's at a 122. That's 7 points in my favor. I'm going to go over in this one.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there. Yeah,
obviously, we run our college stuff the same way. So me and Nick will have identical plays in college basketball.
Yes, but
and then what would be a college basketball slate if we didn't give you guys some more head?
Yeah. I love me some more head here. We have the Eagles at the Roos, Kansas City, the University of Kansas City here of Missouri, Kansas City, is hosting the Eagles of Moorhead here. Moorhead, 3.5-point road favorites in this one, total 127.5. Where are you looking at for this one?
Apparently, I like pain because I'm going back to the over after, even though it didn't cash yesterday. This is another one of those games where we saw value, and so we went with it. We see this one at around a 136. It's at a 127, so it's about 8.5 points of value in this one. We just see this one going over. We've bet on Kansas City a lot this year already to start the year. They're one of our little teams that we really like. Whether or not we're betting a total or a side. So we do like the over in this game. Have it around a 136. Going with that one in the Moorhead, Kansas City game.
Yeah, I like it. If you guys have any other questions when it comes to the college basketball realms, you can leave a comment in the comment section. But we will move on here as we have some college football to go over. Tim, I'll let you introduce these games.
Yes, I'll let Nick talk. I'll end up letting Nick talk about it. Yeah, girls be loving that Moorhead State. Yo,
Moorhead and Longwood,
and Oral Bob. But we'll go ahead and
Old D.
Yes, Old Dominion, Old D. Anyways, we'll go and jump into some college football. We get the Ohio State. They're in the big house in Michigan. Number 2, number 5. Big game. Total of 64.5. Nick, where are we going with this one?
Yeah, there's a lot to unravel in this game. I definitely do really like this one. I did a free pick video for it last night. We have Ohio State coming into this game 10-1. They're 6-4-1 against the spread. They're 6-5 over under. They're 4-0 away from the horseshoe. And on the other side, we have Michigan, who's 10-1 this year, 9-2 against the spread, 5-6 over under, 6-0 at Michigan Stadium this year, or the Big House. We have Ohio State coming in off of that thrashing against Michigan State, where they won 56-7. I was leaning towards Ohio State when everybody was on Michigan State. Now, we're looking on the other side a little bit here. We have Michigan coming in covering 3 straight games after their first loss of the season, an only loss of the season, covering 21 points against Indiana, 29-7 win, covering the -2.5 with a 21-17 win over Penn State, and obliterating Maryland last week, 59-18. And Michigan's unbeaten at home here. They are a very, very good home team. Their only loss was at Michigan State. And I'm going to go with the underdog in this spot here. I think that this is a potential upset spot as well. I think Michigan potentially wins this game straight up against Ohio State. I see a lot of recency bias when it comes to these Ohio State Buckeyes. And I've seen an interesting line move with this game. I usually don't examine these that deeply, but at one point in this week, it was around the line was, I believe, at 8. And there's been nothing but Ohio State money coming in. And yet this has gone from 8 down to 7.5, down to 7. And I've seen nothing but Ohio State money, Ohio State money, Ohio State money. Michigan's the side in this game, guys. I got them at +7.5 around -110 last night. They're down to now +7. Or I'm at +7 around -110 last night. They're now, or +7.5. They're now down to +7. I think the Wolverines are the spy here, and I won't talk you guys off of +235 on the money line. I may add that as a little sprinkle here to my plays Michigan wins this game, I think, potentially straight up in this one.
Yeah, I will mention with line movements in this one. Before this line did come out really early, like before Ohio State played Michigan State, and the line opened at 6. And after that big Michigan State game for Ohio State, it jumped up to 8. And then it's been reverse line movement down to 7 because there's a lot of money on Ohio State, and it's just gone down. I also saw a statistic. This game will be the biggest bet college football game of the year. This one will have more. This game will have more handle than 4 different NFL games this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, this one, I think it's like the Jets game. It's all a bunch of
The
garbage
Jaguars
teams.
game.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of garbage teams.
2 games I have bet already.
But this one will be the biggest bet college football game of the year. So good luck to you. This line's gonna be sharp.
Yeah, I like it though.
You went 13-0 yesterday in NHL. Yeah, so did I. You want to provide your games of what you did, and maybe I think Michigan's third down back is out. Okay. Henderson, props for Buckeyes. State ran down Michigan's throat.
Okay. I don't look at props, especially for college.
Yeah. Falcons money line tomorrow. We haven't really looked at that.
I do have a play on that game.
Okay.
You guys will just have to return tomorrow for the NFL show.
Yep. There you go. We get another rivalry week. We got 3 rivalry week games. Florida State is at Florida in this one. Florida is a 3-point favorite in this game. Total of 58.5. Nick, how about this one? Where are you looking?
Yeah, this one should be a fun little game here. We have the Gators coming in. They did just fire their head coach, but they are 3-point home favorites here. They are 4-1 at the Swamp this year, and they're facing a bitter rival in Florida State Seminoles. Both these teams are 5-6 heading into this game. Florida State's 5-6 against the spread, 4-7 over under, 2-2 on the road. The Gators 5-6 overall, 3-8 against the spread, 5-6 over under, 4-1 at home this year. And looking at this matchup, I think this is a spot where this Gators team rallies around having their head coach fired last week, and they play probably one of their best games of the season here. I had this game projected around 7-8 as the spread. I think Florida is still the overall better team. Yes, Florida State has been playing better as of late, but I like the Gators in this spot. I think that this is a game that they can – the Gators have looked absolutely horrible as of late. They haven't covered in 5 straight. But this is – you got to keep in mind situational spots, and this is rivalry week. Both these teams need a win to make a bowl game. And I think Florida gets the job done here. I think Florida wins this game by a touchdown. So I'm on the Gators in this spot.
There you go. Avalanche screwed me yesterday, so I'm back with you guys. There you go. Clearly not a duck. Did you like Kings yesterday? I liked the under in that game. So you know where I did. Paul, who do you like in NHL? Careful. He said that one comment. Anybody can come to a chat and say they went 13-0. And I've never seen that guy before. So no offense. I don't really trust. Under in that Florida game.
Don't hate it.
But we do get one more rivalry week game. We get California at UCLA. UCLA is a 6.5-point favorite in this game. Total of 58.5. We're looking in this one, Nick.
Yeah, we get some Golden Bears and Bruins here. Cal comes into this game 4-6, not bowl eligible this year. 6-4 against the spread though. 5-5 over under. 1-4 away from home. UCLA 7-4, 7-4 against the spread. 7-4 over under. 3-3 at home. UCLA comes in off of a very nice win against the USC Trojans, 62-33. They beat Colorado the week before, 44-20, and they've looked pretty good so far this season. They are bowl bound. On the other side, we have the Golden Bears, who have covered in 4 of their last 5 games. They did beat Tree last week, 41-11, after losing 10-3 to Arizona the week before in an absolutely embarrassing loss. So a little bit of a bounce back spot for them last week. And yeah, I'm on the Bruins in this spot. I had this game projected around, I think, 10, 11 line for the UCLA Bruins. So seeing this under a touchdown, I think the Bruins get this job done, win this game by at least a touchdown. So give me UCLA minus the 6.5 in this spot.
There we go. If anybody has any more questions about any college football game, Omar likes UCLA. If you guys have any more questions about any of those games, leave them in the chat below, and we'll go ahead and go through any of the games that you guys have questions about. So there you go. How about some NBA, Nick? NBA action?
I guess. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers finally back at home. They're 5-point home favorites in this one here. Total of 216.5. What are you looking at for this matchup, Tim?
Big game. Finally back at home. Philadelphia. Probably going to get Joel Embiid back today. I'm passing. If anything, it's a lean towards Minnesota, I guess. Minnesota's been playing pretty good lately, and it's the first game home for Philadelphia. Normally, you like to fade teams after a long road trip and coming right back to the right home. This would be a Minnesota spot, or if anything, but I didn't get to this game.
Yeah, I didn't get to much at all. I think I got to one side in this entire NBA slate. And I passed on this game. It'd be a lean towards the Sixers at -5. I had this game around -6. But no action for me on this one. I'm going to make it short and sweet.
Fair enough. Erica, maybe the Blues cause they lost yesterday. We'll see. Florida, Pittsburgh, and Calgary. There you go. Under 217 in that game. I don't mind it. I really don't. Except for Minnesota has been a heavy scoring team and their defense has been almost non-existent. So it would probably that would be a really questionable one for me. I feel like the Blue Jackets might win against the Blues. I think you're going to have somebody that agrees with you in our stream. We'll go ahead and move on. I don't. By the way, I only got 4 plays today, so not really a slate that I really like. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, the New York Knicks are going to be at the Atlanta Hawks in this spot here. Hawks, 5.5-point home favorites. We all know the Hawks are a much better team at home than they are on the road. With a total of 217 in this game, are we looking to get towards that home team, or are we looking to fade the home team with the Knicks right now?
Oh no, I'm not betting the Knicks. I'm on the Hawks minus the 5.5. They're finally home, and this Hawks team is 2 different teams: road Hawks, home Hawks. Home Hawks are 8-1 this year, 7-2 against the spread. This home Hawks team has been really good, and they are both these two teams are on the second leg of a back-to-back. I will say that, but this Knicks team, they've been really sketchy lately. They lost to Phoenix, not a bad loss. Phoenix is on like a 15 game win streak, so not a bad loss there. They beat the Lakers. That's the Lakers. Chicago, they lost to Chicago. They barely beat Houston. They lost to Orlando. They barely beat Indiana. They lost to Charlotte. They lost to Milwaukee. This team has just been struggling. And as a home favorite, Hawks, that's been a really good piece to have on your card each time that they're home. I'm taking the Hawks minus 5.5.
Yeah. I'm staying off of this game. I had this game projected at 6, and it is 5.5. So not enough value here. Like I said, I only got to one side, and that's a little bit, I want to say a little later into the slate here. So yeah, I didn't get involved in this game. Lee Hawks, no action here.
Sounds good. Lex Steele is on the Hawks, and Duck is passing. We'll go ahead and move on, and I really like this game.
Brooklyn hosts the Phoenix Suns, the red hot Suns. 15 straight wins you mentioned? Are 1-point road dogs in this game with a total of 224.5. Are we looking to ride the Suns here, or are we looking to jump in front of this train?
Looks like I'm jumping in front of a full speed train. I'm taking the Brooklyn Nets. It's just the scheduling. Yes, I know Phoenix went from New York to Brooklyn. Not a big move, not a big thing, but they did play last night, and Brooklyn didn't. Brooklyn, they haven't played since the 24th, since pre-Thanksgiving. They got a little bit more rest. Phoenix coming off of a bigger game last night versus the Knicks. They played most of their players until about 2.5 minutes left in the game, so these players did play last night. And I'm thinking Brooklyn comes out because Brooklyn is the third best team in the league. They're the best team in the East. Phoenix, second best team in the league, only behind Golden State. I'm taking Brooklyn today. I think it's a spot where they come in, they take care of business at home against a red-hot team. 15-game win streak, I think it comes to an end tonight.
Wow, bold take here. Yeah, I kind of agree in this spot. I didn't bet it, but I'm leaning towards potentially a Brooklyn money line spot here. As 1-point favorites are -123. I had this game projected around 2. So, I mean, I might eventually get to this money line. If I can get it below -120 maybe, then I might jump on the Brooklyn Nets in this spot. But I'm going to pass in this game for right now.
You got the Hawks at -4. That's a really good line. Nets -2. I just grabbed them on the money line. I think that's a fine spot. We'll keep on moving because I know I don't really like this game.
Yeah, we have the Charlotte Hornets 6-point road favorites against the Houston Rockets in this spot here. A total of 226 in this game. I feel like this is potentially a 1-800-GAMBLER game.
It is not. But I will say this one, if you're looking at this game and you're actually wanting to bet it, guaranteed we're going to see a couple people in our chat say Charlotte. Because I feel like people will look at the slate, see Charlotte as a 6-point favorite against Houston and go, free spot. No. If anything, it's a lean towards Houston for me in this one, maybe even on the money line. It's a spot where it just seems too easy to grab Charlotte. So I didn't bet this game. I haven't bet it. I might. We'll see. I feel like this is just one of those that it's too easy grabbing Charlotte. And a lot of people are grabbing Charlotte. And the line has moved in that direction. But I feel like this is a spot where Houston covers. Because even though they are 2-16 this year, they're 7-10-1 against the spread. So they are covering some spreads in this one. It would be a lean towards Houston at home. Ultimately, no play for me.
Yeah, it does seem to be a slight public side. The Charlotte Hornets in this one, 69% of tickets, 67% of money. So more percentage of tickets than money is on the Hornets in this spot. And I'm leaning towards those Rockets. I had this game projected around 5.5. You're getting 6. Home dog, giving some points. That's the only way I'm looking in this one. It's a dog or pass spot for me here, and it's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass on that one. -5 in trust. I'm a trust of the Hornets, maybe a trap. I think we'll either come back and play. We'll either come back and say, "Wow, Houston actually upset them," or "Man, that was a 40-point game." So it's gonna be one or the other. We'll see. Under in Houston, I don't mind it. I really don't. Houston played well last time. I got Hornets -5 yesterday. Time to call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Stop it. Get some help.
He said time to call 1-800-GAMBLER. Don't worry, we have a couple of those in the NHL today.
I guess. But we'll go ahead and keep moving on. This one should be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, we had the Miami Heat 1.5-point road favorites against the Chicago Bulls in this one with a total of 211.5. Any spot we're looking at in this game?
I don't have anything in this one. Probably a lean towards that over to 11.5 at this point. But nothing that I was really willing to get to. This one should be a really good game. No real significant injuries between the two teams. So looking at it, I could go either way. This Bulls team is just, I don't understand them right now because they whooped butt against Orlando, lost to Houston, lost to Indiana, beat the Knicks, beat the Nuggets, blew a lead to Portland. This Bulls team is just a little bit confusing to me. And Miami's just been up and down lately too. They lost to Minnesota. They beat Detroit. They lost to Washington. They beat Washington. They beat New Orleans, and they were on a little bit of a win streak before that. But I feel like this might be a lean towards the Bulls in this game. At home as a slight dog, but nothing that I'm willing to get to.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm passing on this game. I had this game handicapped around a pick'em, so I guess I would lean towards the home dog in this spot once again. Leaning towards a lot of home dogs in this today, but I'm not getting to any of them at all.
Nope. Yeah, what I had to get more from the last one. Yes. Over in that Miami game, maybe an over type of game for that Miami, maybe. Ultimately, I got to nothing. So, but this one I got to.
Yeah. This one was kind of an interesting line that made me kind of tilt my head a little bit, but then looking into the numbers made a little bit more sense. The Orlando Magic are at the Cleveland Cavaliers in this one here. Cavaliers, we love them as a dog roll. Now we're laying 9.5 points in this game with a total of 206. Where are you looking at for this one?
No, he's not coming back. This one's going to be an over game for me. I got it at 204.5, so since then it's jumped up 1.5 points. I have this one lined actually around a 213 area. Surprisingly, between Cleveland and Orlando, that's a game that I like an over. Evan Mobley is actually scheduled to return on Monday. They're actually planning on having him return today.
Whoa.
So Evan Mobley could be back in. That's why the line has shot up, because that one opened up at a 7.5, 8, and now it's up to 9.5. Evan Mobley might be back today. Cole Anthony remains questionable. He won't. He didn't play last night against the Bulls. He probably won't play tonight. This Cleveland team is pretty much back healthy if Evan Mobley's back today. And yeah, I don't mind Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to be one of those teams that I like to bet again. But I'm going to go over in this one. I think we see some points from both sides.
Yeah, I like the over as well. And I think one thing we forgot to mention in 2 games ago is we like the under in Houston and Charlotte.
Shoot, yes. I totally skipped over that. I'm like, I knew I had a bet in another game. I have so many bets today. Where we have a lot of action today. We have like almost 35 plays or something like that. So sorry, yes, I forgot to mention that under in that Houston game.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I'm on the over in this game as well. 206 is the number for this one. Yeah, we're on the over. All we need is like 103 points each.
Well, we got it 100 and we got it 204.5. So There we go. We got 2 more NBA games for today, and then we got a pretty decent sized hockey slate. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, Washington Wizards are at the Dallas Mavericks in this one here. Dallas 6.5 point home favorites in the spot, total 212. I have my first and only side play on this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Nothing. I really don't have anything. If anything is leaning towards the under, this Washington team has been a heavy under trending team. Dallas also been a heavy under trending team this year. We do have most of your players back, so we'll see with that. Maybe a lean towards Washington. Just getting them at plus points against the Dallas team that I don't really trust the Dallas team that much, except for they are 6-1 at home. So they are a really good home team. So that might be a spot, but it would be a lean towards Washington, but no play in this one for me.
Yeah, I'm on the Wizards in this spot here. We have a Dallas team who is 10-7 this year, but they're not really covering as many numbers. They're 8-9 against the spread. They have covered in 5 of their last 6, but they've been underdogs in 4 of those, and the biggest favorite they've been is 5.5. And this is a spot where you're giving me 6.5 points with a Wizards team that's been pretty good this year covering numbers. Now, they haven't covered in 3 straight games, but they were 4.5, 3.5, and 6.5 point favorites in those games, not dogs. So you're giving me points with a Washington team that actually looked halfway decent this year. I'm going to take them here, plus 6.5. I had this game around 4, so I see around 2.5 points of line value on this game. Give me the Wizards as my only side play in the NBA today.
I like it. We'll go ahead and move on. We got one last NBA game for today, and then we got to go do hockey.
Yay, hockey. We have the New Orleans Pelicans are at the Utah Jazz. Jazz 12.5 point home favorites in this one. Didn't these 2 teams just play last night? And they're playing again today. Total 215 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, they played last night, and it was a 1-point win for New Orleans. Yeah, I didn't bet this one. After last night, I wouldn't be surprised if I went under. Over after last night's game. They scored 98 to 97 last night. I could see this one being a big offensive game, something different from last night. And because a lot of people are going to be looking at it and go, oh, well, they just did that last night. Recency bias, they're going to go under. It would be leaning towards the over for me. I didn't get to anything in this game. I'm not laying 12.5 points on the Utah Jazz, and I don't feel comfortable backing the Pelicans 2 straight nights. Or I did back them 2 straight nights, but I don't think they cover 2 straight nights against the Jazz. If anything, I think this one might be the game that the Jazz win by like 30.
Fair enough. Yeah, I got nothing in this game. I'm ready to talk about hockey.
All right, fair enough. We'll go over to the vegetables on the slate. Okay. We'll go into some hockey. Get the Florida Panthers and the Seattle Kraken to start it off. Florida minus 200 favorites in this one, total of 6. Where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, looking at this spot here, we have Seattle coming in on a back-to-back. Same with the Florida Panthers. A lot of teams coming in off of back-to-backs. A lot of teams played yesterday. Kraken 6-13-1, 8-12 against the spread, 13-5 over/under this year. 1-7-1 away from Climate Pledge Arena though. Florida on the other side, 14-3-3, 12-8 against the spread, 9-10 over/under, 11-0 at home. They are minus 200 favorites in this game. I'm going to go with the puck line here. We're projecting Chris Driedger and Spencer Knight in net. Driedger in his 2 starts this year is 0-2 with a .478 save goals allowed average and a .791 save percentage. Not look good. Spencer Knight struggled a little bit this year. He is 5-2-1, but a 3.03 goals allowed average and 903 save percentage. So not the numbers we were expecting from Spencer Knight here. The Panthers are coming off of a 4-3 loss versus Washington yesterday, which snapped a 4-game winning streak at home. Or those were all 4 of their winning streak was at home, winning 2-1 in overtime against against Philly, 5-4 against Minnesota, 4-1 against New Jersey, 6-1 against the Islanders. And look at this spot here. Give me the Florida Panthers, the team that's second in the NHL with 3.80 goals scored per game, 6th in the NHL, only allowing 2.5. And are the best team at home so far this season. So I like the Panthers here on the puck line. You can get that for, I believe, around plus 110-ish to get the plus 110, plus 115-ish to get the job done here. Arguably becoming one of the best teams in hockey.
I like it. Soccer on ice. Panthers in regulations minus 1.5.
Yeah, I don't mind. I love that. Yeah.
Alan agreed on the regulation. There you go. We'll go ahead and move on for the next game. Edmonton Oilers are at Vegas. Vegas is a 130 favorite in this game. Total is 6.5. What are you looking for this one, Nick?
Yeah, we have Edmonton coming in 14-5. They're 9-10 against the spread. 12-7 over/under. 6-4 away from home. Vegas 12-8, 8-12 against the spread. 12-7 over/under. 7-4 at the Fortress this year. And I believe this Oilers team is continuing to struggle with injuries. Once again, no Darnell Nurse. That's going to be a problem with their defensive core. Let me turn down my ringer. There we go. That's going to be a problem with their defensive core. And I believe they're going to be also without Duncan Keith again. So this is a defensive core that's kind of beat up. And we're getting a Vegas Golden Knights team that's getting healthier and healthier as the days move along. Pietrangelo is back in the lineup. So is Marchessault. So is Pacioretty. This team is going to start to score goals. I like the over in this spot here. I got over 6 yesterday. It's now 6.5. I think we see some goals here. We got 2 very strong offenses. The Edmonton Oilers, who score 3.79 goals per game, which is 3rd in the NHL. And then we get 3.15 goals, which is 12th in the NHL from the Vegas Golden Knights. So I think we potentially see some offense in this game. I like the over 6. If you can shop around and get a 6, that's even all right. That would be more ideal. 6.5 is kind of an iffy spot for me there, but I do like the over 6 in this game.
I like it. I don't mind it. Go back to here. Over and Draisaitl to score 1 and to score 2+.
Draisaitl's been absolutely insane this year.
There you go. Hey kids, happy weekend. Morning. Kids.
Okay,
then. We'll go ahead and move on to this game. And I went through and looked at the slate, and I picked out one play that I like, and I'll talk about it in a minute, and it'll be in this game. But Buffalo Sabres are in Detroit. 191 favorite for Detroit in this game. Total of 5.5. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Stop it. Get some help.
That's where I'm looking at in this one here. We have two really bad teams here. I would lean towards Detroit, but there's no way in hell I'm laying minus 190 with them. And I'm not laying a puck line with them. Looking at these two teams, Buffalo comes in 10-8-2, 12-8 against the spread, 10-8 over under, 2-5-1 away from home. Detroit's 9-9-3, 10-11 against the spread, 10-10 over under. They are 6-2-2 at home this year. They do play really good hockey in Detroit. So that's why I'm leaning towards Detroit in this spot. But am I getting involved in this game? Absolutely not. This is a spot where it's just an easy stay away from me.
I actually have an interesting approach to this one. And I think if Terry was watching, he would be proud of me.
Oh, you're going to put a draw up, aren't you?
I want to draw. I want this one to go into overtime. Detroit they've been iffy lately. They haven't really been doing that much, and Buffalo is Buffalo. Detroit did beat Seattle, went to overtime against Arizona, and then since then been getting smacked by Vegas, Dallas, and Columbus. So this is a team that's been struggling. Buffalo has been Buffalo. They finally won a game last night, 4-1 against Montreal, but have gotten stomped by Boston and Columbus. Barely lost to the Rangers, lost to Calgary, beat Buffalo. But this is two teams that are coming in struggling, and I hope Terry's proud of me. I want overtime. Okay, give me the draw. Give me the draw on this one.
It's a bold move. I mean, I can see it. I can see a low-scoring game. I would lean, but actually, I don't know if I can really see a low-scoring game the way that this Buffalo team has played defense. But
give me a 3-3 going into overtime.
There you go.
I'll bet it later. That'll be my one hockey play of the day. Let's do this. Kent State money line.
Is this football?
Football.
Oh crap! I'm trying. I didn't know if it was football or basketball. Kent State money line. They are against Miami O. I have Miami O as they should be 3-point favorites. Now I'm gonna have to go look at it. Yeah. They're one, so I would lean Miami up. Oh, Miami O is a 1-point dog in that game. I lean Miami O. Oh, the Red Hawks in that spot.
Fair enough. Georgia Tech versus Georgia. That's
Pass.
bold.
Pass.
35 points. I mean,
Pass.
I don't mind it. Houston minus 7.5 first quarter.
They play UConn. Pass.
Okay. Boston College plus 0.5 point first quarter.
Pass.
Ohio State minus 7.
No, I'm on the other side.
Baylor minus 14.
Baylor plays. Gotta find who they play. Baylor. Where's Baylor?
Anyways, under 59.5 Florida, fine. Navy minus
Texas
7.
Tech. They play Texas Tech. I had this game projected at 16.5. It's 14. Yeah, I don't mind it.
And then Navy.
Pass.
Okay. Detroit in regulation small play. Red Wings. Well, Buffalo can get a win too, so maybe pass. Go Buffalo! Sorry. That's smart. Sabres won yesterday, so Red Wings. Fair enough. OT. I'd be so. It's a plus 355.
What? Now you got my attention.
That's it. I'm putting that into the group chat between me, you, and Terry, just to see his reaction. One NHL bet today. Buffalo, Detroit, draw, plus 355. Let's do this.
Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with that.
Wait, let me check. Red Wings in regulation. No. Buffalo won yesterday. Yes, they did. Buffalo money line. Hey, I don't mind Buffalo money line. And he just sent one message. Holy what? Gonzaga lost. Yes, the Gonzaga lost. We had the under in that game too. So sorry. +1. Yeah, now I'm doing it. I'm putting that in after the show.
I've had no success with draws, so I bet them during the playoffs last year. That's just about it. I'll probably jump on some draws in the playoffs.
There we go. Let's keep it rolling. Ottawa and Los Angeles. The Senators at the Kings. Kings are a 185 favorite, total of 5.5. What are you looking in this one, Nick?
Stop it. Get some help.
Right back to the 1-800-GAMBLER in this one. -190 with the LA Kings. I don't know which one I want to do less. Lay -190 with the Kings or the Red Wings. Oh, my God. This is a pretty bad game here, to be completely honest. Not trying to be mean or anything like that. Ottawa has been an absolute dumpster fire lately. They've lost 4 straight games, 9 of their last 10. They lost 4-0 to Anaheim, 6-3 to the Sharks. They're getting puck lined against some of the teams we're expecting to be towards the bottom of the NHL this year with San Jose and Anaheim. Absolutely not anything I want to get to in this game. If I have to get to anything, it's the Kings on a puck line. But once again, the Kings have lost 5 straight games. So, I mean, this is a spot where, I mean, the Kings even lost as -250 favorites against the Arizona Coyotes. That was the last time they were at least -190 favorites, and they lost straight up in that game. I'm good. This is an easy pass for me here. I don't need to spend that much time on this game.
Fair enough. I'd like to draw more if Buffalo didn't play last night. Detroit was on the road.
Yeah. I would agree with that one there. Detroit's a much better home team.
Follow Terry for draws. Yes. Oh, ye, oh, little faith. LA Kings regulation, another small play.
Okay.
Thinking Ottawa was going to be decent this year.
I thought they were a fringe playoff team, but COVID's hit them like a freaking bus. So, because they got some decent young core players. I mean, we look at what this Ottawa team came into this year with, and it's not bad. I mean, Matthew Tkachuk is a great piece to build on. Oh, Brady Tkachuk, my bad. Brady Tkachuk. Matthew Tkachuk's on Calgary. Connor Brown, Tim Stützle, Thomas Chabot, Josh Norris, Chris Tierney, Nick Paul, Tyler Ennis. This was supposed to be a decent team. The biggest question mark behind this entire Ottawa team was going to be their goaltending between Gustafsson and Murray. And I want to say Anton Forsberg. It's been terrible this year. They can't get any saves. So that's the real problem with them this year. Maybe a team total over for the LA Kings.
Sounds good. Under Rockets, Jazz, over Cavs, Nets money line. I like 3 out of 4. I'm not on the Jazz. At least it wasn't only me. Yes. We'll go ahead and Murray is gone, I heard.
Thought he's projected to play today.
We'll go ahead and jump into the next game, though, Nick.
Yeah, he's expected to play goal today. Not confirmed.
Montreal is at Pittsburgh. The Penguins are 220 favorites in this one, total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Penguins. Penguins are coming in. Yeah, they only won 1-0. We had them on the puck line last night, and they didn't get the job done there. They've gone under in 4 straight games too, by the way. Nice little interesting tidbit there. But they did puck line their last 3 opponents before that New York Islander game. 4-1 against Vancouver, 3-1 against Winnipeg, 2-0 against Toronto, 6-0 against Montreal. So their previous 4 wins, they're on a 5-game win streak right now. They're playing some damn good hockey, this Pittsburgh Penguins team. And the last time they were against Montreal, that was in Montreal, and they won 6-0. And now we're getting Canadiens on the road who are 1-9-1 on the road this year against a Pittsburgh team that's playing the best hockey they have all season long. Montreal playing absolutely terrible this year. Their blue line's an absolute mess. They are 1-6 in their last 7 games. I want nothing to do with this Montreal team. I'm going to puck line up this Pittsburgh Penguins team. You can look to also put the Pittsburgh Penguins money line in a parlay if you really wanted to. There's some decent spots you can do that with today. The Panthers are one. I wouldn't mind a Panthers-Penguins parlay, and you know how much I don't like parlays.
And then a Sabres plus a goal and a half.
And then the Flames would be the other one I would probably look at for a parlay. But, yeah, I like the Penguins on the puck line here in this spot.
There you go. I got sources. They are going to put them on waivers.
Oh.
Sorry. Pitt and Reg -1.5 in the first period. There you go. I want to lean over in the Heat game. I don't know. I didn't get there yet. I didn't get to that one. I didn't bet that game. Lean under, but don't like the second night of back-to-back under.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. Let's keep rolling. Got Columbus in St. Louis taking on the Blues. 180 favorites are St. Louis. Total is 6. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Yeah, this line's moved an awful lot. I believe this line opened around -140, -145 for the Blues yesterday. And my question here is, who the hell is betting the Blues right now? That's my wonder. They've lost 3 of their last 4 games. Their only win was a 5-2 win at home against a Vegas team, which still had a few players out. Columbus is 12-6 this year. They're 12-6 against the spread, 11-7 over under, 4-3 away from home. St. Louis 5-3-1 at home, 10-7-3 this year, 10-10 against the spread. And we have Columbus playing the best hockey they have all season long. They've won 5 of their last 6 games. They just puck-lined Vancouver 4-2 last night. They puck-lined the Jets the game before 3-0. They puck-lined the Sabres the night before, or the game before that, 7-4. They've won 3 straight games covering the puck line on all 3. And they've won 5 of their last 6 games. And I can potentially see a spot where if this line was available on my book, I might go a reverse puck line here with the Columbus Blue Jackets at like a probably really nice plus 300 type of score. I'm on the Blue Jackets money line here, plus 165. I think they get the win here. And there's been a lot of money coming in on the Blues, and I just don't understand it. And now we're getting a crazy good price on the Blue Jackets here at plus 165. That's the only play you can look in this game is Blue Jackets, and that's exactly where I'm going with this one here. Columbus plus the 165.
Fair enough. I like plus money. Let's get it. AJ likes your parlay. Woof, woof. Columbus. There you go. Odds are confusing this week. Yes, they are. Rickenbach on the Blues.
I know. I do the video recording for picks and parlays. I know who all the experts are on.
Yeah, Nick's against them. You had Vegas team total over 2.5 in that Blues game. Pain.
Oh yeah, the one where they lost.
Minus 160 odds for a money line. No. Yeah, no, they aren't that bad. Columbus money line.
This Columbus team is better.
Good currently, yes, but people still believe they are terrible on the road. That's why the lines are moving. Yeah, there you go. Keep on moving, though. We got 3 games left. The Dallas Stars are on the road against the Arizona Coyotes. Stars minus 190 in this game. Total of 5.5. Can we get some Yotes? A Yote win, Nick?
I mean, we could. That's not where I'm going in this game, though. I like the under 5.5 in this spot here. We are projected to get Scott Wedgwood in net, which I love Scott Wedgwood for this Arizona Coyotes team much more than Karel Vejmelka. Wedgwood's looked good so far this season, and he's been a nice little pickup here. There, he's the best goalie they have. Looking at these 2 teams, Arizona has gone under in 2 of their last 3 and 5 of their last 7. So they have been playing more towards the under as of late. And Dallas has actually gone under in 3 straight now after having their little – this is a very streaky Dallas team, by the way. I've noticed when it comes to totals, they started the season going under in 8 straight games. Then they proceeded to go over in 7 straight, and now they've gone under in 3 straight. I'm going to ride the unders now with Dallas until they start going over, and I'm going to go right back to the over with them. I feel like this is a team that when they do totals, it's going to be 3-5 in a row here, 3-5 in a row there. So Dallas is going to be a fun team to try to follow trends like that with. I like the under 5.5 in this spot. I think we see a lower scoring game here.
That's fair. I don't mind it. We'll go ahead and jump back to the chat for just a second. Dallas minus 1.5. Coyotes plus a goal and a half. And Wedgwood we trust.
Yeah, I don't mind Wedgwood.
Small play on the under. There you go.
They are actually winning games since they've signed Wedgwood. They've won 3 of their last 5, and they've gotten points in 4 of their last 5. So the only game they didn't –
Yotes for the Cup?
No. The only game they didn't was plus 1.5 against Edmonton, which they gave up a empty net goal, 27.5 seconds left, where Leon Draisaitl was offsides. But I digress.
There you go. 2 games left. Nashville, the Predators are in Colorado taking on the Avalanche. Total of 6 in this game. Avalanche a 200 favorite. Where are you looking on this one, Nick?
Yeah, the Avalanche really burned me last night. Made me look stupid. But this has a potential here of being a high-scoring game. Nashville is going to have, I believe, UC Saros in net. I don't really know who their backup is, to be completely honest. I think their backup has played all of one. Actually, it's projected to potentially be David Rittich in net for the Preds and Giannis Johansson in net for the Colorado Avalanche. I'm loving my play even more now. I thought it was going to be UC Saros versus Johansson. Over. Both these goalies are terrible. David Rittich this year, I believe, started one game so far. And he had 33 saves on 36 shots. He gave up 3 goals. He did come in relief one game, but nothing to really look at there. And Giannis Johansson's 1-1 this year, 323 goals allowed average, a 905 save percentage, but he's not someone that I particularly trust either. I think we see some goals in this game, so I like over 6 in this spot here. Nashville is usually an under team, but Colorado is still going over like absolute crazy, and I think that we see some goals in this game. Over for this spot here.
I was joking. Sabres for the cup, obviously. And no Avs and trust.
No trust in Avs.
No trust in Avs, sorry. Colorado regulation -1.5. Well, you guys are on 2 separate sides. Avalanche made me so mad yesterday. Take recency bias out of it.
Yes.
Johansson stunk in Buffalo.
Yeah, this is also a second half of a back-to-back.
Yeah, so
for both teams.
But final game of the day, Winnipeg is in Calgary. The Jets versus the Flames. Flames a 175 favorite. Total of 5.5 in this one. Where are you looking at this one, Nick?
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I kind of hinted at what I liked in this game when I mentioned those little parlays. I said if you guys want to play some favorite parlays, Calgary would be one I would add into that one there. And I might throw a little parlay together with the Flames, Penguins, and Panthers today. This Flames team has looked absolutely fantastic, and Jacob Markstrom is my vote for Vezina Trophy this year. Right now, 8-3. He has a 173 goals allowed average, a 940 save percentage, and 5 shutouts this season. And we wonder why the Vancouver Canucks suck. They let this guy walk for nothing. And they went with Thatcher Demko and Braden Holtby. So no. This is a spot here. Also, looking at it, this is a Winnipeg team that has struggled to score recently. They just got blown out 7-1 in yesterday's game here. I'm also looking at team total under 2.5 for this Winnipeg Jets team. I wouldn't be surprised if it was under 1.5. I think the Flames potentially shut out the Jets in this spot here. I'm not a fan of the Jets at all right now. I'm looking to fade them. And I got the puck line here for the Calgary Flames at plus 140, minus 1.5 goals at plus 140. I'm also leaning towards that team total under 2.5 with the Jets at minus 120.
There you go. Hop on that over. Flames money line. Flames
money line is minus 175.
Calgary regulation and minus 1.5 and minus 1.5 for minus a half first period.
If you
Flames on fire, everybody's on the Flames. So Winnipeg.
No. By the way, if you want to do that, Flames and over, there's a simple solution because team total over 3.5 for the Flames. I don't trust the Jets to help you out on that over.
There you go. That is all the games. We've made it through the entire slate for today. But before we jump into any recaps or anything, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Trying to reach 1,500 subscribers by New Year's. We're at 1,433, so we're only 67 away. Keep subscribing. We appreciate all the support. Share us out. Do all the good stuff. Check out all the links in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. As for our plays for today, for me, a couple plays in the NBA. I like the Cleveland game over 204, Charlotte game under 224, Atlanta minus 5.5, Brooklyn on the money line, and then for college basketball, 2 free plays for you guys: Idaho State and Air Force over the 122, and then Moorhead and Kansas City over the 127.
Yeah, looking at today's slate for me, I got plenty on this slate, but a lot of college basketball and stuff. I'm on the Michigan Wolverines plus 7.5, and I'm super tempted to bet the plus 235 on the money line. Florida Gators -3, UCLA -6.5. Panthers puck line plus 115. Over in the Oilers -118. Penguins puck line plus 108. Blue Jackets plus 165. Dallas and Arizona under the 5.5. Nashville and Colorado over the 6. Calgary puck line plus 140. Then I'm on the over in Orlando and Cleveland. I'm on the under in Charlotte and Houston, and I'm on the Wizards plus the 6.5.
Yep. And then real quick, I did throw into the chat the Facebook group because AJ said Woody's almost at 1,000. They are already at 1,000. They hit it a couple days ago. They'll be doing something in terms of a deal or whatnot, or a giveaway for something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. They're going to do something for it, but I like over, but the goalies make me think under.
Yeah, Markstrom definitely makes me think under, and Connor Hellebuck can definitely keep them under as well. I'm not a fan of the under or the over in that Flames game. The only thing that I would look towards an over with it would be the team total for Calgary.
Fair enough. W, thanks, boys. Let's win. Let's get some cash today. Let's win some. Let's do it. Hopefully, Oilers win.
I would take a shot at the Oilers at that price, plus 118, plus 120. I would take a shot with them.
But that's my recap. Nick, did you
I did recap.
Okay, you did. Sorry, I was copying the link and everything. But Nick, go ahead. You like the over in the Panthers and the Oilers game? Last thing before we go.
Don't mind it.
Okay. Finish out the stream, Nick.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys, as always, for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, with my brother, Tim. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys, as always, and good luck.
Buffalo for the cup.